Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video because the strangest fucking thing happened to me today. I'm making this video, sorry, I still haven't learned how to edit and stuff. I'm making this video in my bathroom, yeah, the weirdest thing happened to me. So I went out to the local gay bar. I was out with my girlfriends and a friend. They left early, so I was just with my girlfriend. And the funny thing that I've encountered is that when I'm out with guys, I pass 90-95% of the time. And when I'm with my girlfriend, I pass 30-40% of the time, largely because she is read as, gay and in her 20s. And so my identity is read against her identity, and it's kind of like, well, you're kind of gender ambiguous, and therefore kind of presumably you are then a lesbian. Sorry, I'm trying to find a way, trying to make this video really quickly because I don't have very long. So yeah, I found that I really haven't passed very well at all when I'm around Chev. Conversely, when I'm with guys, like I say, I pass really well, and so it's really weird being in this really ambiguous space where your identity isn't your own. It's read against who you're with. So if I'm with a guy, I pass, and if I'm with a woman, I don't. If I'm with a group of women as well, they tend to come over to the table and be like, "Oh, hey, ladies," like if we're in a restaurant or something. And so I was okay with this. I was sort of used to this, and I was all right with it. And I just kind of figured, give it time, it'll pass, pass. And it's not a big deal, and whatever. I was just going to leave it down to time. But the funniest fucking thing happened to me. I went out the front of this gay bar for a cigarette, and I'd gone to the loo a couple of times previously, and these guys, really, really kind of queenie gay guys, kept giving me these evils, and I couldn't work it out. I was like, whatever. Like, I assumed that they thought I was lesbian, just had issues with lesbians, and such is my paranoia, I guess, and such is my experience of passing and not passing, that I just, I suppose, assume the worst. And I went out for a cigarette, and they were outside, and they were having a really funny conversation. This guy, he turns around and goes, well, I mean, I'm really good, but, I'm normally a top, but I met up with this guy, and he was a top. And then the other guy stopped him, right? And the other guy was like, and I thought that it was just that I was in reasonably close proximity and that they would just wander a little bit away. And I was like, fair enough, it sounds like having a fairly explicit conversation. Didn't say this, I was thinking in my head. And instead, they walked back into the pub and went, well, you do have to watch your mouth when these no, what was it? Oh, fuck. As we do when straight people are around. That was it. And I was like, how fucking funny. And I was beaming from ear to ear because I was like, that's really funny. Like, they thought I was straight, and because they'd obviously seen me, with my girlfriend. So I passed, but in a way I'd never passed before. And so on the one hand I was beaming from ear to ear, and on the other hand I was instantaneously feeling really, really weird and crap, because I was like, this is meant to be a safe space for these people, and they think that I'm an intruder on their space. So I've simultaneously made the space not safe for them, that they feel that they have to censor what they're saying, to go into a different space to have their conversation, and all these kind of things. And also how funny that they no longer recognise me as part of their community, because even though previously passing as a lesbian, I wasn't privy to the community of gay men per se, but I was always acknowledged as being part of that one safe space. So it was really strange because I'd never had the experience before of especially passing in gay bars, because there are so many butch women out there that they will tend to err on the side of butch woman than in a way that straight community will obviously not, because they're not so aware of the concept of butch. And also I'm not used to passing when I'm out with my girlfriend, because I look so much younger than her and my gender is ambiguous enough that they see a couple and then assume female. And I obviously made a space really unsafe for somebody else, and and was also really conspicuously and verbally made not part of that community, but which was something that I was expecting as part of transition, but was also kind of pleased about, maybe because it's the first time it's happened, and I wasn't expecting it. So I'm obviously passing better, but I don't know how I'd feel if that keeps on happening, and how I'm gonna deal with the fact that I'm gonna lose that community that has raised me in many respects, that has given me the space to articulate what queer is, given me a safe space to go to while I'm, you know, with partners and experiencing that, and etc, etc. Because I don't know how to edit, I'm aware that I've waffled lots, and therefore I'm going to save all of your ears. I just really wanted to make a video about that, because I really wanted to document it, and I'd be really interested to hear what other people's experiences of that have been, if you've come through a kind of queer space prior to transition, and how you've renegotiated that, because I found it kind of strange, simultaneously awesome and horrifying, and I'm still trying to work that out, I guess, in a stream of consciousness onto a video. So anyway, speak to you all. Bye. Have a lovely New Year.